Alright, I'm going to try and make this short and brief because I just filmed the first take of this and it was way too long. Went ranting too much. That's what I've been busy with for the past couple months. This is a chest rig I made from materials I sourced off old surplus and some other camo material I'd found at a thrift store. I was inspired to make this rig from watching the Modern Minuteman and Brass Facts and a few other guys and watching their kind of general purpose setups for their rifles. A lot of them are using AR style platforms. I'm running an AK, and so I've been kind of struggling finding kit that I like that meets kind of what I'm wanting out of a chest rig or belt kit or whatever for AKs. I know there's a lot of stuff out there that different companies make, like the Smirch gear from Commando store. A lot of other companies are making 7.62 pouches and 5.45 pouches, and there's a lot of different foreign country surplus out there, but a lot of it just wasn't interesting me or really what I was looking for. Now, my original idea for this chest rig was to have, the 4 magazine cells, 2 smaller general purpose pouches, and then 2 canteen pouches on the sides with the 2 grenade pouches, but I quickly ran out of space and changed my ideas. So obviously I still have the 4 single cell magazine cells. I have the bigger general purpose pouch here where I keep my IFAK. I have the 2 grenade pouches. This one I put this way and kind of realized it's hard to sew on, so I turned this one sideways trying to experiment, and it was about as difficult. I made this pouch a little bit smaller, and I made another smaller pouch that I put my radio in. I don't have it with me today, and it's just a simple, single strap in the back and X harness with some extra tabs and Velcro for my radio mic. And to go over the rest of my gear, I have my AK. I've made a few changes to some of the furniture, and I got a hold of this optic. It is from Overlord Tactical. I bought it for $2, and I looked into it a little bit. It's about a $50 to $60 optic, but Overlord Tactical went out of business from what I understand, and it doesn't have amazing reviews, but none of it was really with it breaking or not performing well, but just the brightness level of the different settings. It has a red and green dot settings. I haven't had any issues with it so far, but I haven't had it very long either. And then I have with me this old gas mask bag that I modified the strap on, and this is where I keep my water and then the other stuff I wanted to originally put on the chest rig. And on the back side of this, I have a small map pouch right here, similar size to what is on a Pattern 83 chest rig, if you're familiar with that. Obviously you can see all my terrible stitching and kind of the pain it was to get this thing put together. But I wanted something that was very slim and low profile, but could hold just about everything I needed. And I feel somewhat successful, but I definitely want to try again from scratch again, make a new one, and change a few things, because I found that I want these pouches to sit a bit lower, and I might ditch the idea of having these grenade pouches and move them to the side or one of the sides. I would like to be able to fit a canteen, a radio, and my IFAK all on this, because I feel like those are all, outside of your ammunition, those are the things you kind of need. The radio I feel like you can get away with, but I feel like water, IFAK are definitely you need on your chest rig, at least for this general purpose chest rig. A more mission specific chest rig I don't really know about, and that's not the route I'm trying to go down. I really like the idea of a general purpose chest rig, and I was inspired to make this by Jay at the Modern Minuteman and Brass Facts to kind of come up with my own thing. They both run ARs, and so what they were using wasn't going to work for me because mag size there is a big difference between them, and I didn't want to just modify a normal CAMO. I did want more of that real estate. So I did take my pattern 83 and I measured it all out, and I made some modifications. I spent quite a while with a notebook marking out, taking measurements, and fine-tuning the details. So I got my patterns all laid out. I cut it all out. A lot of it I stitched by hand, and then a lot of it I finished with a sewing machine I was given to recently. That's why it kind of took so long, is doing a lot of it by hand was taking forever, and I got burnt out really quick, and I took kind of a month off from working on it. But I wanted to make this video, since I did finish this, to show you guys that it is doable. I don't have any special skills in sewing or making stuff like this. I just went for it. And again, I do feel like I was fairly successful. Of course, I am going to try again, and I'm going to keep working on it until I get, you know, something I'm happy with. But I just wanted to inspire you guys to maybe try this or look into this, instead of spending tons of money on gear you might like or the new cool thing. You know, maybe buy a sewing machine instead, or modify something you already have. Just experiment almost, and learn to be resourceful in this way, because, you know, that store you buy stuff from probably isn't going to be around all the time. Or having these skills to be able to fix the gear you have now if it breaks, or when it does break, is going to be a lot more useful than all the expensive stuff you do buy. And I just wanted to, I don't know, prove that I'm alive. I know in my last video months ago I said I was going to try and do this weekly, and that didn't happen. This is what I've been busy with, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, and kind of my idea behind it and where I'm going to go with it in the future. So I hope this was educational or inspirational, and it gets you a better idea of something maybe you want to run. Or if you have ideas or suggestions, let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Thanks guys for watching. Hopefully I can continue making videos more regularly. I'm not going to make any promises that I can't keep, because it is hard getting out here and be able to find time and come up with ideas for videos. If anybody has suggestions for me, or want to see anything specific, or you want me to go into more detail on how I made it, or what I used, I'll be more than glad to. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.